This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, October 4th, 2021. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. After weeks and months of promises, threats, and Democratic infighting, there's still no deal on a bipartisan infrastructure bill or President Biden's $3.5 trillion social spending budget. Tom Howell and Dave Boyer report the president's visit to Capitol Hill on Friday didn't do anything to quell the factions and delayed once again a House vote on the bipartisan package that passed the Senate in August. The delay was a coup for progressives who are withholding support for the bipartisan package until they see terms agreed to on the social spending package. Biden will promote his agenda in Michigan on Tuesday as part of a Take It to the People tour. His approval ratings have dropped in the wake of the Afghanistan withdrawal, and restless Democrats are eager to deliver on his signature campaign promise of rebuilding the country. Speaking of Democrats, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has signaled to party leaders that she plans on sticking around through the 2024 elections and will help Democrats defend their slim House majority in next year's midterms. Seth MacLachlan and Kerry Pickett report the spotlight's on Pelosi's ability to salvage her party's agenda and on her future as the leader of a Democratic caucus that's rife with generational and ideological differences. Pelosi's efforts have been full of fits and starts. She's delayed votes more than once, adding to the sense of urgency inside the halls of Congress. Republicans, meanwhile, have demonized her and sought to derail her efforts by warning that the bills are part of a Democratic push to transform the nation. Whatever happens with the president's agenda will go a long way in determining the political landscape heading into next year's midterm elections. On immigration, Stephen Dinan looks at some recent numbers from the southern U.S. border. For August, the Border Patrol made 195,000 arrests and released 43,941 migrants into the United States. That's in comparison to the 47,000 illegal immigrants arrested in the same month last year, with only 10 released. About 47% of those were expelled under Title 42 powers, an emergency health order shutting the border to unauthorized migration. 23% were caught and released at the border, and 15% more were caught, turned over to ICE, and given notices of court dates. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Don't have access to the Times yet? Visit WashingtonTimes.com/George and get 25% off your annual subscription. In Virginia, Kerry Pickett looks at Democratic gubernatorial nominee Terry McAuliffe's record from his first time as governor of the Commonwealth. Since 2009, when McAuliffe first ran for governor, he promised to create more jobs than the rest of America's governors. He made the same promise at a 2013 debate during his second campaign and made the same pledge each year during his term as governor. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics from December 2013, immediately before McAuliffe took office, shows employment in Virginia at 4.021 million. In January 2018, by the end of McAuliffe's term, employment was at 4.204 million, an increase of 4.6%. Other states increased jobs by higher rates during that time, including a 12% increase in Maryland, an 11% increase in Georgia, and a 10% increase in Florida. And finally, Laos is making a play for cryptocurrency, which will make it the only Southeast Asian country to officially permit and participate in the web-based currency. The government there has announced it will create and deal in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other blockchain-based currencies. Bitcoin miners need plentiful power supplies to perform the dense mathematical computations that produce the currency, and Laos has ample hydroelectric power. Mining fresh crypto involves constructing and operating huge linked computer systems to determine a 64-digit number that's based on complex algorithms. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and follow us on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WashTimes for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.